best player of all time, best magician, the one that is, when you watch it, you have emotions, magic. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, PSG legend, number 10, best number 10 ever.
That's a big name.
I wasn't expecting that one.
The name of that one is big.
I thought he was going Messi or Neymar. I didn't expect Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
Hey guys, this is the 11 on SPORTbible, and today we are going to be going through the all-time PSG and Inter 11 ahead of the Champions League final. The blue counters will be PSG as you are the home team, and the white counters will be Inter as you are the away team. And if you guys cannot make your decision, right? If you are butting heads, I'm the judge.
You are the judge.
I'm the judge.
Okay.
So
all right. I don't trust you, but you're the judge.
You're off to a bad start. See, this is the thing. You're off to.
I'm biased.
I know.
I've got you. But we are going to start from top to bottom.
Okay.
So we have gone with a 3-5-2 that both of you guys agreed on. The reason for that is because we want to get more attackers on the pitch. You guys both still happy with the 3-5-2, yeah?
Inzaghi's formation, we're good.
Perfect. All right, let's start up top. First striker.
Right, I'm going for a non-loyal striker that also played for Inter Milan. Zlatan. I do not consider Zlatan a legend of PSG personally.
What?
No. I value more loyal players rather than Ibra was here as a mercenary to bag on goals, and I think he's been brilliant with us. He's world class, obviously. Not really loyal, but I have to admit, one of the best striker in the world. Played for both teams. I'm going Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
I'm going to go for Zlatan's idol, R9, Ronaldo. He's got European heritage. We're in a European final.
He went there.
UEFA Cup final, going around the goalkeeper. Iconic moments, iconic player, iconic goals, Ballon d'Or. Inter was probably, I guess you could say Barcelona and Inter was two.
I wouldn't say it was his prime, Inter. Barcelona, a little bit more.
I think the first year Inter for sure though.
Yeah.
First year, then afterwards obviously the injury started. But I think peak for peak, pound for pound, I don't think there's much of a conversation
And
there.
he was not injured back in the days. He did not have that knee injury.
Yeah, exactly. Loads of centre-backs have told us this over the years, the Maldinis, the Nestas, all the all-time greats. That's the best striker they've ever faced, so who am I to go against those guys?
So are you going to concede R9 on this board ahead of Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
Well, objectively, I have to. He's the best striker in the world, so let's go for R9. 100%.
Okay, you can put that on the board. We got R9. There we go. All right, we have got two strikers. So who are we putting forward for the left striker? Let's go with you, Raul, first.
So I'm going to put forward the greatest African player of all time.
I know who he is.
Double treble winner, back-to-back treble winner. Samuel Eto'o.
Oh, it's a big name.
Again, maybe his peak might not have been at Inter, you could say it's Barcelona. But,
Thank you very much.
But still, what 2 years that he had at Inter. So the treble winning year, maybe he didn't play in his position, which is actually why I'm making the case that he managed to play out of position as a left winger, right winger, play second fiddle to Milito. But then the year after we won the Champions League and the treble, he scored more than 30 goals, if I remember correctly, when he got to be the actual striker in a diamond formation with Schneider in behind him. And yeah, to me, as I said, greatest African player of all time, I think. Maybe Salah will overtake him at some point, but right now, I think. But for me, this team has to have Samuel Eto'o.
That's a good name. That's a big name. He did win the treble. He has been he was brilliant at Inter. Who you got to counter that?
Best striker at PSG, and he was at his peak level, Edinson Cavani. Edinson Cavani here. And to me, and to most of the PSG fans, is in our hearts more than the actual top scorer of the club, which is Kylian Mbappe. To me, he will remain the best top scorer of the club in my heart. Edinson Cavani, legendary, and he was at his peak at PSG, not at Napoli or Palermo, wherever it was. He reached his peak with us. So to me, I think he's definitely up there, up front with Zlatan, and R9 actually.
But when Zlatan was there, where was Cavani playing?
Okay, true. Yeah, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. When Zlatan was here, he was the one starting. Agreed. But Cavani, I mean, numbers are here. Stats are here.
And how many
he has better
Champions
stats than Zlatan at the club.
Champions Leagues?
You can ask all our players, they do the same.
Yeah,
you know?
but this is the Champions
Otherwise,
League
I can
final
throw
today,
names like
right?
this. There, okay, no Champions League. Okay, no problem. We got coming for you, and we're gonna have one soon. Don't worry about that. But Cavani was at his peak at PSG, whereas Samuel Eto'o was not at his peak at Inter Milan. So that's what I'm going for.
But I would still
And I'm not
pick
going to
that.
argue with this. And I'm not going to conceal, Judge.
Oof.
You'll have to.
That's not the rules.
Right, hey, listen, I'm waiting for you guys. Are you ready to concede or are you?
No, I'm not
you-
conceding this one. Not Eto'o, man.
And you're not.
I'm
either.
not 100%.
I do agree with Stuart. I do agree with Stuart because of the length of how long Cavani was
Thank you
there,
very
the
much.
sheer volume of goals that he did score at PSG. I think Eto'o had that 2 seasons. I don't think he was the main man for the year that you actually won the treble. So I have got to go Cavani. So let me get my little blue one out. There we go. We're gonna go Cavani up top with R9. That you happy?
Good. Yeah, it's looking good.
You're not happy?
No.
You want all Inter players, that's right. Okay, so we're going to move on to the number 10 position now. So obviously the creative player, the magic player. We're going to go start with you, Stuart.
It's easy. Everyone in this room will agree with me. Everyone up there watching the video, best player of all time, best magician, the one that is, when you watch it, you have emotions, magic. Ronaldinho, because Barcelona, they tend to forget that we discovered Ronaldinho. I know he did not stay at PSG for long. I know when he left, he won the Ballon d'Or right after with Barcelona. But we discovered that pure magician. Ronaldinho, PSG legend, number 10, best number 10 ever.
That's a big name, man.
I wasn't expecting that
I'm
one.
gonna lie, the name of that one is big.
I thought he was going Messi or Neymar. I didn't expect Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho.
That's a good pick, but similar point to what you said about Eto'o. So now it's going to come back to bite you, though. Was
Fair.
that his peak?
No, that's fair.
That's true.
That's fair.
So the name I'm putting forward for that number 10 was definitely, undoubtedly his peak, Wesley Sneijder. Many say in 2010 should have been the Ballon d'Or winner. What he did for Inter, for Netherlands, that 1 year, feeding Milito, feeding Eto'o, the passing, the free kicks. Yeah, to me, that's a level above the PSG Ronaldinho, and I think he should be in this team.
Okay, let's settle that debate. You talked about number 10, and you mentioned something very important, which is magic.
And don't use the judge's words against him.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't do
You
that.
mentioned magic. Number 10 is magic.
Yeah.
So, do you see magic in Sneijder? Or just the fact that his stats are amazing?
But was he
No,
playing
don't get me
number
wrong.
10?
That's
I thought he
your,
was a
that's your
winger.
pick. That's
I thought
your
he
pick,
was a
mate.
winger.
That's your pick. He said number 10 magic, Ronaldinho. You said number 10
But
magic,
magic can also be
Sneijder.
the passes. The passes
I don't know.
that Sneijder
I
was
don't know.
whipping.
I don't know. Emotions, magic,
Those free
Ronaldinho.
kicks gave me plenty of emotion.
I think he's the best magician of football ever. And I'm saying this as a Frenchman. I had emotion with Zinedine Zidane as a number 10. I'm not going to have this debate right now because I'm not ready for this. Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane. But as a PSG fan, knowing that Zidane is from Marseille as well, you know, you never know. Let's go with Ronaldinho for now.
My heart is with Ronaldinho, I'll be real. But my mind is with Sneijder. Do you know what I mean? Sneijder did reach a higher level.
You will regret this watching the video afterwards.
I need to listen.
You will.
And my
Heartbeat.
heart is beating louder.
Come
man. My heart
on.
is beating louder. I'm
Come
sorry.
on.
I'm sorry. Listen, that one,
There
that
you
might
go.
be controversial. That might be a controversial judge. I'm not going to lie.
It's not controversial at all.
All right, let's go to the left midfield. It could be left wing back, or
Yeah.
you call it left midfield, left attacker, whatever you want to call it.
Who do you think about when you think about Inter?
Mourinho.
All right, ignore him. We all know what I'm talking
joking,
about.
I'm joking.
Javier Zanetti,
Zanetti, yeah, it's
legend.
good. It's good.
Over 800 games played. He could play here. He could play there.
Yeah.
He could play there. He could play there. Probably could have played up there as well if they wanted to.
Versatile, yep.
Captain. You don't get these types of men anymore. Proper leader, old school, and actually a good player as well, defensively going forward. I think he still has the record alongside Neymar for most dribbles completed in a Champions League game.
Wow.
So for the whole total package, I'm going for Javier Zanetti, Il Capitano.
El Capitano, okay. You just said alongside who? The records? Alongside which player?
Neymar.
Alongside Neymar, okay.
Uh,
So who do you think is going to be here?
Il Capitano.
Magic.
Oh, don't go for the magic again.
Magic,
He's the
stats, everything, peak. I think he reached his peak at PSG, to be fair, Neymar. I'm going to put Neymar, by the way, obviously. When he moved to PSG, when he played alongside Mbappe as well, at the beginning, I believe they had an amazing connection. And again, I mean, his stats are talking for himself. He's been amazing with us. So, emotion-wise, skills-wise, number-wise, aura-wise, style-wise, celebration-wise, everything you want, it has to be Neymar, mate.
I'll have to concede this one. We can't.
Really? You're conceding? You're conceding, yeah?
But it's because I can see the argument. You can't see a combined team here without Neymar, but I also can't see it with Zanetti. So maybe I think I might have picked the wrong position to go.
Yeah. You might have. I think even with Neymar should have been in this position.
Yeah, I thought he would've
could have been here. Yeah,
I thought that should have been
But I have
Neymar.
Ronaldinho, so
So what? You guys have agreed on Neymar?
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Neymar?
love Zanetti, but
Zanetti not in the team.
shall we shake it?
Look at this friendly. What is this?
I'll let you put it then.
Alright, there we go.
I made a mistake. Now I need to strategize about the positions.
There we go. All right, so we've got 3 PSG, 1 Inter. You need to fight back.
Okay.
We're gonna move on to the centre midfield, right?
I'm going Marco Verratti, number 6. Bossing the midfield at PSG for ages. Pure gem. Was lacking discipline, I have to admit. If he was a little bit more disciplined, he could have been the best midfield in the world.
That's a tough one because I love Verratti. We need a bit more Champions League heritage in here. We're missing some Champions League heritage.
Okay.
And I think we need a bit more control in here.
Okay.
And I think we need someone that keeps things ticking along, wins the ball back.
Yeah.
Underrated, not the flashiest name, but one of my favorite players of all time, Esteban Cambiasso.
Ooh, good name.
Yeah.
Good name.
That's a strong name.
Why have you got him in there?
Mourinho said
so,
he's
yeah.
the smartest player that he's ever coached, and Mourinho's coached some smart players over the years. Very, very underrated player.
Because of this, yeah, you know what, let's give it to Cambiasso.
There we go. Let's get Cambiasso in there. I agree with that as well, by the way. I agree with that. All right, next position is centre midfield.
So I'm going to go for a recent one. We're talking about Nicolo Barella, European Championship winner, 2-time Serie A winner, hopefully 1-time Champions League winner soon.
I think I'm going to kill you with that name because you will have to admit that he's better than Barella. And you supporting Inter, one of the best midfielder in the world and the one that we had in the past 10 years. I'm going with Thiago Motta. I'm going with Thiago Motta. Boss to midfield when we change owners. I think when he was here with Verratti and Blaise Matuidi, we had the best midfield of PSG ever.
I do think Barella is slightly a better player. I do. And I think Thiago Motta is so good. But I think Barella, just let's get a modern player in here. I mean, we've got a Gen Z audience, you know what I mean? They want to see who's going to be playing on the pitch on the weekend or whatever.
Thiago Motta is not that old, as well.
You know, so I'm going to go with Barella. You know, you're clawing it back.
Yes.
You're clawing it back. So let's go. Barella in there. All right. There we go. We're going to go with the right midfield.
Someone with
Let's
pace.
go. Let's start with you.
Technique,
Let's do it.
skills. the pride of France, potentially. Why he left recently, but Kylian Mbappe, my friend.
Damn.
I shouldn't
He's
have
got the
agreed.
big names,
I
man.
shouldn't have
He's got-
agreed to the
World Cup
formation.
World Cup winner, Kylian. Neymar here, Kylian here.
Wow.
You want pace, you want technique.
Okay, so Stuart's gone Kylian Mbappe. Raul, I don't know how you're going to do this. Who you got?
The name I'm picking, in his peak between 08 and 010, I think there's a strong case you could say he was the best right back in the world. Okay. And that is Douglas Maicon. Monstrous, physicality,
Physical, yeah,
technique, goals,
Muscular.
assist. Yeah. Defensively as well, I know people might remember him for the Gareth Bale thing, that was a little bit later.
Is Mbappe the greatest PSG player of all time?
I'd say, yeah, top scorer. Number-wise, yes. Emotion-wise, no. I don't think he's the best PSG player of all time, no.
And he didn't deliver a UCL.
Not only this. It's just
You've improved without him.
look at Real Madrid and look at us without him. So now we play more not only for one player, we play as a squad.
Good attempt. My cup's going in there, man. I'm sorry.
But he was giving you there's no green light.
I'm just saying, like, let's be realistic. You know what I mean? Maicon,
I like Maicon, bro. Come on.
We ain't seen him since Gareth Bale. Do you know what I mean? We're still looking for him. So, all right, let's go into centre back position. I mean, Italians. This is where you guys really excel in defence. But PSG have also had some top level centre halves. So we're going to go with a left centre-back position to start with.
I'm going Maxwell, another Brazilian player. Maxwell, underrated.
I'm going to book you a flight to Rio de Janeiro, mate.
Of course.
Because
Maxwell, underrated. He was so consistent. And same, I mean, experience, calm. He's been brilliant with us.
Can I do Zanetti again?
You want to put Zanetti everywhere?
You exiled him, man.
Zanetti, Schneider, Zanetti. You're going to be only Schneider and Zanetti's everywhere. Come on.
I mean, it's only Maxwell. I should be able to win this anyway. Alessandro Bastoni.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Solid.
Top player.
Top player, yeah.
He's redefining that role, especially as a three at the back formation, going up, inverting, overlapping. That left foot's probably maybe the best ball-playing centre-back right now in world football. This is custom-made for Bastoni. That's his position.
Guess who is in a good position to judge?
Let the judge decide, exactly.
Me! And I am going to go with Bastoni. I think it has to be Bastoni. He is playing in this system right now with Simone Inzaghi. Goes out wide to left-back position, can overlap, can invert, his playing ability, and I think he's probably a top 4 centre-half in the world at the moment. So I think I've got to go with Bastoni there. Sorry, Maxwell. You know what I mean? If you didn't put Zlatan in, you can't put Maxwell. You know what I mean? They're 2 peas in a pod. So let's go with the centre-back now. There's some good options. Wow.
So for this, the centre-back, I'm going to go for Walter Samuel.
Okay.
Yes.
Top player.
Top player.
Yeah.
Nicknamed the Wall by Inter fans.
Yeah.
We signed him from Real Madrid, and he was one of the best centre-backs of his era.
Well, I'm going for a classier option. Less nasty, less sneaky, but still very physical. World class. Sorry, it comes. It's another Brazilian.
Oh my God.
Is it Parisian Brazil? What is this?
Legend, captain of the club, legend of PSG. Thiago Silva.
Oh, that's a big name.
Thiago Silva.
That's a proper player as well. I mean, both of them are 2 top centre-halves.
I'm happy to concede this one, as I said. I think one out of the 3.
Fair play.
I can give you.
Fair play.
Because he is.
I like that. Fair
even
play.
at Milan, Thiago Silva was really quality in Serie A. So
world class.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, there we go.
You knew if you had to judge that one, you would go for Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva. I'd go for Thiago Silva, definitely. Okay. We got one more position for the centre-back role. We got a right centre-half. Who are we going to go with?
Achraf Hakimi. I think I see him delivering here. It's going to be, remember, we need the pace, we need the skills here, and the connection on the right-hand side with Kylian. We saw it. It's working really well. I know he's not really a defending style of defender, but I think Achraf, with Thiago Silva here, I think we need a bit of pace on that side. So I'm going Achraf Hakimi.
Cam. I know you're going to appreciate this one. Lucio, real man.
Are you saying Achraf is not a real man? What's going on? Right, he's physical as well.
Yeah, but this is different level physical. This guy can go up to Didier Drogba and stun him. Everyone remembers that Champions League match with Chelsea, both legs. Lucio had Didier Drogba, who at the time you could probably say is the best striker, or definitely the best hold-up striker in the world at that time. And not just that, the whole year leading us to the treble from the back. As I said, he got more plaudits than Walter Samuel because he was more, he was Brazilian, so he was more showy, more better on the ball, runs up and down, crazy guy. And that redemption story from Bayern Munich. Yeah, Lucio, man.
But I'm gonna give you that
Top
one.
man.
I'm gonna give you that one.
I think Lucio, he is unbelievable player.
Top player, yeah.
All right, next position, we got the goalkeeper, and this is to win it.
I'm going for a more recent one. I think he should have stayed at PSG. I know Donnarumma is world class, but he left too early. I'm going Keylor Navas.
Whoa!
I'm going Keylor Navas. I think Navas deserves to stay at PSG for longer. Donnarumma, don't get me wrong, especially during that Champions League campaign, he saved us at many occasions. He's a world-class keeper. But at the beginning, when he joined, I do believe that Navas was to remain number one. And shame that he left that way as well.
No, I'm going to go for the goalkeeper that definitely his peak was at Inter. Between 2006 and 2010, I would definitely say he was one of the best around as well. Definitely best in Serie A at that time. Julio Cesar, big keeper. And very iconic moments as well in the Champions League. That save against Messi, I think a lot of people remember that save at the Camp Nou when we were one man down when Thiago Motta got sent off. And he was ahead of his time in terms of he was a ball-playing goalkeeper already back then. Mourinho said he could even play him in midfield if he wanted to. So, yeah, to me, it has to be Julio Cesar.
I'm going to go with Julio Cesar. Man. I'm sorry, man. Julio Cesar is in the team, so that's 6-5 to Inter. Inter players, you did well in the end. You started off, you know what I mean? You started really bad, but I did give you Ronaldinho, so I think I've been a fair judge. There is no Zlatan, no Messi, and no Zanetti. But are you guys fully happy with this team?
I think overall I'm happy. The Zanetti one hurts.
No Schneider as well, no Schneider.
No Eto'o as well.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, overall, you know, we got more Inter players in this, so I think I can only be happy.
I was watching WWE flipping Monday Night Raw, and I was hearing them say, "Stand up if you hate Tottenham, stand up."
Massive.
The whole stadium was
massive.
up. I think John Cena was even standing up.
Massive. If we're being so out of boxing and the darts and the ice skating and the Olympics,
You're hated then. You're hated. You're not respected.